I was watching Cat Williams and Joe Rogan, and the thing about Earth, right, and not like, just think about where we are. Like, we're so far away from the sun that we're not frozen, but yet not close enough to fucking burn. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just
perfect.
It's like,
it's perfection.
You know what I mean? Just think about that. Like, it's just so much. And then, like I said, we go to the galaxy, we go to the Milky Way. Look, you know how fucking small we are. Like, it's it's crazy, bro. But Earth is just, it's gotta be God. Like, that nigga was like, yeah, like this it, this me.
I'm just fitting. Yeah, I'm just fitting. I'm just fitting. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put the shit on the line. I'm just fitting. Yeah, I'm just fitting.
Welcome back, welcome all the way to hell back.
Welcome back
to yet another episode of Dropping Dymes podcast.
I like the energy, man.
Oh shit.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
listen.
not you.
Sorry, I forgot to change clothes. This has been a new episode of Dropping Down podcast. Sorry, guys.
If this your first
today,
Welcome back.
if this your first time with us, or if this your 97th time with us, again, my name is Byron,
Shit.
I'm Wallace, man.
And I'm Brandon.
and this is Dropping Dymes,
And this is
man.
another day.
As always, man, we do appreciate you letting us borrow just a little bit of your time, letting us into a little bit of your space, so we can come do man, and that's just talk.
Just talk.
We
man.
talk. We try to say
Run our
something in there.
goddamn mouths.
Yeah, we try to do something in there that make you, you know what I'm saying, or some shit that you can take with you going into your life.
That'd be the moments right there. Them, just
But
added perspective.
yeah, but we really just appreciate you letting us come do what we do. Hopefully, like I said, somewhere in there we say something that triggers something in you, and you could take one of those dimes and at some point or whenever you need it, cash it in to your bank of life.
Cash out when it's time.
And make it happen. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it gives you some type of clarity. You understand? We ain't even got no question of the week. We just gonna jump.
I thought we did have a question of the week.
Man, what the man
Brandon
say?
question.
We ain't got no question.
Brandon
we ain't
had
got
a
no
question.
questions.
Oh, all right, cool,
You ain't got
man.
no question for us?
I thought you had a dumbass question.
Yeah, I keep a dumbass question.
You just said it. Why you gotta look it up?
Cause I forgot it that quick.
You ain't no help,
The
man.
brand I know.
Exactly.
Nah, we ain't.
Hey,
You had to write everything down in your fucking notepad.
but,
Yeah, but I know
in
myself
the
now I
meantime,
do it.
doing that.
in the meantime,
Y'all know
I know it.
while Brandon's looking for that,
God damn.
go by www.droppingdymes.com.
With a
Dime with a Y.
With a Y.
Matter of fact,
Go
that's
check
the
out
question
the
of the
merch.
week. Have you bought something yet? Goddamn.
Yes. Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
And now into today's topic. No, just-
What about you?
Listen, go check out the merch, man. Buy a shirt, buy a hat. The Dropping Dymes nose rings are on
Feels
the way.
good.
The
It means
toasters are
something
still
good.
stuck in Palmetto, Georgia, up there with the situation with the
USPS.
with the
The mail,
USPS.
yeah.
So
They was on his ass.
and that has turned into a big situation. They took that shit before Congress.
Yeah.
That was before Congress.
Booty Judge on his ass,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Buddha Judge.
That one Booty Judge.
So you got that question for us?
Yeah. If you were guaranteed the answer to one question, what would it be?
You know, that shit fucked my mind up, so I'm gonna learn from y'all before I answer.
Man, my question would probably be, what is my purpose in life? Like, I feel like we all kind of operate hoping that we have figured it out. You feel like you have, you know what I'm saying? Like, this feels comfortable, or I could do this and not get paid for it, because that's how my thinking was. Like, if you can do something that you love and you don't have to receive, like if you weren't getting paid for it, but you still love to do it, I feel like that's kind of like in your purpose. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you could be dead ass wrong. You could be like, I love helping people. And then God be like, that ain't what I wanted you to do, my boy. I actually wanted you to code. So I need you to get in code.
Hey, so do God want people to like?
Oh shit.
Do you want to reign havoc, cause mayhem? If that's their purpose.
Dude, I doubt it's their purpose.
How do we know?
I doubt it's their purpose.
Okay, all right.
I doubt it is their purpose.
But the thought of if that's their purpose, the reaction is what God is getting to. So you cause mayhem, like honestly, slavery produced us, which is something the world had really truly never seen. African American. So that slavery was horrendous, massacres, but it produced something.
So do you think that was somebody's purpose in life?
It might have been the purpose of those white people or those people that indulged in the slave trade.
I honestly
to
don't
give
feel
us the opportunity.
I don't feel like greed was their
That
purpose.
sound like slavery was a choice.
He definitely sounded real Kanye.
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm not.
I'm asking the question.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not saying that these people that greed is your purpose. I think their purpose. I think just like in any negative, you can still find a positive. So I don't think that their purpose was to be greedy enough to take people and make them do things that they didn't feel like they should do, beat people to death, kill people. I don't think that was their purpose.
So his purpose had to be positive.
No, I don't think purpose necessarily has to be positive, but I think it has to be moving in. Well, I guess I think your purpose does have to be positive.
I feel like God has a story.
Yeah,
and every story has its ups and downs across. If you look across the whole spectrum of it, it might be that was God's story that He wrote. And it's,
your story can be written, but I don't think God said, you know what, John, steal people, make them work. I don't think that was their purpose.
Why do you think He didn't do that?
Because I still feel like your purpose is to be positive. I think in your purpose you can still do some negative shit. I don't think my purpose was to come and raise hell when I was younger. I think my purpose was set, and along my route, along my way, I did some other shit in between. So I don't think that God dropped me off and was like. Now I think that there are some people who their purpose is to be protectors, and I think in offering protection they have to do certain things.
Because I was going to ask, why do we feel like we have to take, I'm going to say, initiative to create reciprocity when that shouldn't be our purpose?
Most people don't create reciprocity. But I think
so. Maybe I'm not using the right word, but I'm just saying, like, let's say somebody wronged you, and you went and counteracted that wrong with some type.
Never
of
said
wrong.
it was their purpose. You're operating within your will, though.
But so that's what I'm asking. Like, that's not something that we should be doing at all.
No,
because it's not. That's not part of our purpose.
No, the book actually says, "Vengeance is mine," said the Lord. Like
vengeance is what?
Vengeance is mine.
Vengeance is mine,
says the Lord.
Okay.
God,
that's that turn the other cheek.
Yeah, it's a turn the other cheek. So you can go and act on it, but know that you're not moving the way that He probably wants you to move.
What is purpose?
There you go. Like so that's my question. What is my purpose?
No, what is purpose? Like, to you, if you say, what is my purpose? What is purpose? Is it like the end thing that you're supposed to be remembered for, or is it like the effects of every situation that you're in?
Why am I here? Like, what am I really supposed to be doing?
But is it one thing, or is it a multitude?
I think it could be
one or multiple. I think.
So why isn't that? Is it possible that part of why I'm here is to take enslaved people? I mean, people and enslave them because that's part of the purpose God gave me to help with His story.
But that's not.
I don't think
that's not the way of God. You see what I'm saying? If we're gonna go to,
No.
Okay, yeah. So if we're gonna go to like the religion part of it, like that's not how God works.
Yeah,
right?
Because he wouldn't have set. Yeah, he wouldn't have set somebody in place.
That's not within.
Start stealing people. One, stealing is a sin. It's against one of the 10 Commandments.
Right.
It actually says in the Bible.
Did you knew that though? Right?
It's funny because people point out in it, like those people who were stealing people actually tried to use the Bible against us, right? And they were like, slaves, obey your masters. Well, since we're going to talk from the Old Testament, let's talk about the part of Exodus where it actually says, if you steal a person and use them as a slave, death is your wager.
So I'm not saying that God isn't going to strike you down for doing those things, but is it part of His story?
No.
Which would, to me, would be the purpose.
No, it's things that happen in the story that aren't your purpose.
Yeah, because he
like
gives
it's a lot of stuff
you
that you do
free
every day,
will, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's things that you do every day that aren't your purpose.
So if it's like if God gave you a gun, right? But I need you to hunt with this gun, right? This is how you're gonna provide for your family, how you're gonna eat, and you kill somebody with this gun. So God gave you the gun. So do you think His purpose was for you to kill somebody or to?
Doesn't matter who the person is.
What do you mean?
So like, let's take Osama bin Laden had blown up somebody in your family in World Trade, right? And God gave you a gun.
We don't know if He did that.
I'm just saying, okay. If He did, if He did, He gave you a gun, and the opportunity presented itself to kill Osama bin Laden. Could that be your purpose to have that gun?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Because again, that goes to the thou shalt not kill part, right? And some people, like to protect your family or some shit like that, or protect you from being harmed, and you happen to kill somebody. I mean, yeah, but I don't think that was the purpose of it. You see what I'm saying? The purpose of it was for that, for this. You know what I mean? So, but
now if you decide in your will to change the purpose of what it's for, then that's on you. That's just like
the purpose of a pencil is to write with, not to fucking stab your fucking classmate in the neck. You see what I'm saying? Like, but that's your own free will to do that.
That's your free will.
So intent and purpose are the same. Because the intent of a pencil is to write. The purpose of this pencil is to do what it's able to do.
I don't know. I don't have that answer. But
so that could be your question.
Yeah.
Is intent and purpose? You can, whoever you asking this question to, that's got to give you an answer.
No, my question is, where is the biggest supply of diamonds or gold hidden in the earth?
Oh man, this has been another episode of Dropping Dymes podcast.
Oil.
Man, so
that's what I want to know.
So with your question,
okay, if you got the answer to that question, what would that do?
Then what happens? Because the answer is Africa.
I need like the plot of land. Don't tell me a country.
And then they could give you that.
Right.
And what happens?
And then
so now we put together a plan to get that.
This has been another episode.
This really has been.
This
is short.
If all hearts. Did you want to give your answer?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good, bro. Yeah.
Why is that a bad answer?
I think it's a horrible. I ain't gonna say a horrible. That probably wouldn't have been my question. One, because they've shown there's a lot of gold in places in Africa, and you actually have no right to any of it, just like the rest of these people, right? So when you go there, I can almost guarantee that you won't make it out.
I'm guaranteeing that he's not gonna go. This is the thing about the question. Your question was to know all of this, so you can go like get it.
So yeah, not necessarily me dig a hole, but so that's where I was hoping the question would extend, because I assumed that it would be in a space of people that aren't necessarily affluent to the world. So it's a space for me to go to them. Of course, I would get some profit for it, but let's figure out how we can monopolize or extract this to improve this area. Because I don't want to take the resources from you. I want you to be able to use them.
Yeah, the thing
but
is,
of course, I want to get a profit. But my mindset is like, if it's in the center of Africa, all right, let me figure out a way to get the African countries to come together. Let's go get this, so Africa can do what it can do to progress. Or if it's in goddamn somewhere in South America, let's go and do that so we can develop this area with the resources that are in this space. Of course, I want a piece, but my mindset is like, let's develop where it is, because typically where it is not these affluent spaces that we live in today.
So I think the bad part is somebody went in with a mindset like that, and then greed took over. Because it's like what you said, like, oh, so I do want to profit from this. And then it started off as, I just want to profit from it. And then it was like, but I can take everything from it.
Yeah, but we're not talking about them.
Yeah, but that's how it starts.
And I would take that chance.
But that's how it starts. So and then a lot of times what happens is people who are within those countries then start to, because now you're an outsider trying to come in and do these things in our area. And that's just like in your city, right? Or in the part of the city that you live in. If someone from the outside moves into your city and they're like, man, we can go over here and make all kind of money doing this.
With you though, right?
No, and that's the thing. It starts off as a with me, but then it's like, as the people who live there, then it's like, why am I sharing this with them and he ain't even from here?
So it's something that it's like you have a train that can transport all the riches of the world or material of the world, but you don't know how to use the train. I know how to use it. I can come to your place and help you drive this train. Of course, I'll take my part, but I'm helping you do what you need to do for the world.
So then after I see you drive and you show me how to drive the train, exactly, and then I kill you because I don't want to share. Because I don't want to share with you.
Right, y'all some murderers.
This is what greed does. This is what greed does. This is how greed works.
Yeah.
They were using it for what they wanted to use it for, though.
And then what happened?
But I'm saying the Native Americans were using the earth for what they wanted to use it for. They didn't need the help of the white folks.
But when they came over.
But that's what I'm saying. They didn't. I'm talking about the people that don't know where it is.
No.
Let me help you get to it.
A lot of, if you look at a lot of these African nations, they were using gold for everything.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, we're talking about right now.
Yeah, they're not using it for everything.
Because it's been stripped from the land.
Right. I want to find the pocket that is still hidden from the world right now.
Right.
And let's get to that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this has already been done, kind of, right? And it was done with people from the land, and it was done from people outside of the land who came in like, hey, we just gonna help y'all do this.
Yeah.
And then they flipped. They literally was like, why we gotta give y'all anything? And that's why Haiti is the way that it is. Haiti's been paying France for years for their resources, because that's what
on their resources.
No, they came and took it and was like, for you to even use your resources, you're gonna pay us.
Gotta buy it back.
That's what greed looks like. Yeah. That's what it's been looking like for centuries. Like, things that are in the earth, in these places, people who came in who were greedy made it seem like, hey, we're gonna share this with you. We can do this together. And then when they see what it looks like, then it's like, but why we gotta share it with you?
Was that movie you just told me to watch? The one with Leonardo DiCaprio. Was that something similar? Cause I didn't see it, but that was something similar, right?
Yeah, that shit is a good movie. Yeah.
That was white folks and Native American. Yeah.
Like it ain't just like for that particular thing. It ain't just one. Like, you remember when Haiti had that the big earthquake some years back? Haiti had a huge earthquake. It was terrible. And America said, hey, we're going to go down there and help them, right? Yeah. It was like, hey, y'all give all this money and we're going to send them stuff. And this one particular group of people, I ain't going to call no names, but they was like, hey, we're going to go down there and help. Haiti has its own rice fields, right? Mm-hmm. They went in, burnt the rice fields down, and then said, hey, we're gonna bring you guys some rice because we got all this money.
Who did this?
America. Literally America.
I just want to see if you gonna say that.
It was actually our government did it. Hey, we're gonna take some of this, we're gonna take all this money, and since you know how to grow rice, right?
And that's where quinoa came from, right?
Yep. But no, like in real life, this is what a lot of the emails that got leaked. was about this. Hey, you know how to grow rice, right? You know how to grow rice? All right, cool. Bid for this contract. I'm gonna give you this money. You take some rice down to Haiti. But send some folks down there real quick and burn the rice fields up, so that we have to send them rice. That's what greed looked like, and that's why what you said, as good as it sounds, it usually backfires, and it's been backfiring for centuries. So like that was why. And I'm not saying your question is dumb at all, but we've seen that happen, and motherfuckers just be stiffing. But we just seen it. We seen what it looked like.
That nigga said, I don't know where all the gold and diamonds are, so I can go get that shit.
Right. And then I'm gonna help. Look like it. I'm a proper limit, but I'm gonna make y'all rich.
You have to. I feel like you have to.
I don't even know what mine was. I'm gonna just go light. That shit was just way too much for me. I just want to know who built the pyramids for real.
That's a good
That's
question.
all I want.
That is a good.
Yeah,
Because it can take you on an interstellar journey, right?
That shit is I don't know why the fuck I've been like so just into the shit recently, but shit is amazing.
It is.
Like it's we take it for granted. But
Crazy.
Yeah, I kind of recently just started like.
It's so much that we don't.
Yeah, bro. It's like
Did you know that it's actually one linear line
And it's lined-
on the
yep,
earth
it's lined up.
where it's a whole bunch of pyramids that's
Bro,
lined
it's-
up in different countries.
I would like.
and then it's a star like on each top. It's
I would like
it's crazy.
Scientists to do an experiment. Like, what would it truly take for us today to create something? Not like something structurally steel where they build it up and stone material stacked up in a perfect-ish pyramid in the middle of a desert
With no technology. The rocks,
Bro, they thought
stone.
even with our technology.
give me all the rocks and shit, and I still want to see you do it. You can't, bro. Like
you can't.
I don't know.
And that's why
I was going a little too deep, and it started fucking with my religion. So I was like, I'm a bad guy.
Listen. So that's
Hey, man,
I keep saying
I
this.
ain't trying to fuck with you now, but hey, this
Hey,
shit.
I keep
Look a little different.
I keep saying this.
Part of his purpose.
I keep saying this, bro.
Hey.
This is why they won't just say yes. They're real.
They real, yeah.
Because it's gonna change the way we look at so much, and it's so many different things that they'll have to go back and
It
backtrack
still
on.
doesn't have to though, because you can still have the same religion, but it's like
That religion should be is based off of what has occurred here. It doesn't necessarily incorporate the eons and eons of other space.
No, but what I'm talking about is the story of Ezekiel, right?
I don't know that story.
So Ezekiel was a man, and he saw a wheel, right? And it was like this fiery wheel that came down out the sky. From
nigga
what?
don't know nothing.
Huh?
I said, this nigga don't know nothing.
When he what
You don't know Ezekiel.
what Ezekiel described in the Bible, they gave what he described to an engineer, and what he then designed was a satellite.
And see,
It's a wheel inside of a wheel, and only the one in the inside was moving, right? So when he drew it out, he damn near drew a satellite.
but see, and then they got this other little shit that explains that. Was saying like that was like the higher power, because they was talking about who the fuck got taken from Earth and came back.
Enoch.
So they were talking about that. But they were saying that God took him, he came back with all this
knowledge.
and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Hey.
you know what I mean? So it get a little weird for me. But yeah, I won't know.
Would aliens not be governed by God too?
I don't know. It wasn't in my Bible. But maybe it was. I just because it's some correlations and it's weird for me right now.
It's a
like
lot.
I'm saying,
It's a lot to it.
It's weird for me right now, so I'm gonna just stick to what I mean. But that's all I want to know that.
Because it's books of the Bible that we don't know, that aren't published, that from what they describe and say, there's different things in there that could give a whole lot more answers and insight into a lot of this stuff, but they locked away.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's different. but yeah, I would like the answer to that question.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
because I think that starts a whole nother discussion when you answer just that one question.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I don't want to go over there.
I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah, look, I told you I started, the shit really was like, man, hold on. That shit makes sense. Like with the wheel, it's like, okay.
Man, I had my mom
it's a little different.
Watching this show with me called Ancient Aliens.
Okay.
And it was one of the episodes.
I think you told us to watch
it. Yeah, and it was one of the episodes where they started to break different things down from the Bible. And my mom, listen, my mom is Southern Baptist. You know what I'm saying? And she was watching. She said, "We can change this."
Man,
I said, "That's what you want me to do?" Because you don't like the answer.
No, it's crazy. It makes sense, and I'm not oblivious, but it's like I don't want to go there. That's all. I don't want to go over there. Like just I'm good. You know what I mean?
Let me stay
I love
in this.
the Lord that I love. Jesus died on the cross for my sins, and I ain't saying none of that didn't happen either.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That happened, but it's looking like some more shit was going on also.
What if, you know, like when you're a child, there's things that you're told and that becomes your reality, and that's what you believe, but then you get enlightenment from either life experience or somebody adds some knowledge to you. Why would you be afraid if that was the next step to the enlightenment of, like, we were all told this, but then you get the next piece of knowledge to elevate?
I don't know. I think it's more so because, like, it goes back to not even just the religion, but like this. It kind of goes back to what, like, I know God exists for me, right? It goes back to I know what He's done for me. I know the feeling that I've had, and you know, like when He's just showed His presence. You know, I know the feeling that I get just even hearing certain things or going through certain things in life that I know only He did. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like nigga, that's me. Like I felt God. Like, well, whatever y'all may want to call Him, but I felt this shit. I've seen this shit. Like I know for a fact that this would not have happened if that nigga ain't do this.
But if they said this piece of knowledge will give you more.
Maybe I'm
you good in this pool.
I'm just not.
So
yeah, I'm
cool
not.
in this.
Nah.
So me, honestly, I don't think it changes that.
I don't think so either,
I don't think it changes the feeling. And like what you said, like would God reign over them as well? In my mind, like, because when, like, this is what really started it. Like, what made me start paying attention to it was, like, why do we feel so privileged that we're the only thing in the entire being or existence?
It's so much other shit.
So, because we think about our universe, and a lot of people think that's where it stops. You know what I'm saying? But when we think these people that like
galaxies,
like these people that actually said, oh, we see other planets that actually resemble Earth, that look just like, why would we think that's just out there and it ain't nobody else on it?
But the thing is though, dog, like I was watching Cat Williams and Joe Rogan, and the thing about Earth, right, and not like, just think about where we are. Like we're so far away from the sun that we're not frozen, but yet not close enough to fucking burn. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just
perfection.
It's like
it's perfection.
You know what I mean? Just think about that. Like it's just so much. And then, like I said, we go to the galaxy, we go to the Milky Way. Look, you know how fucking small we are. Like it's crazy, bro. But Earth is just, it's gotta be God. Like that nigga was like, this it. This me. Like,
and I'm gonna give everything that they need to become wherever
like,
they
bro,
can on this one piece of dirt.
And that's what I'm saying. Nothing else is like Earth. Nothing
that we've
experienced.
Unless it's many galaxies away and it's another sun.
So to me, like,
but
here's the question I would want.
Many suns.
Here's the question I would go to. What is the purpose of the rest of it? if this is the only one that has life?
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's what I think is life on the other ones. I think
It could be, but it's
other
not
places.
like, I don't know. It ain't this though, cause it can't be. You see what I'm saying?
Why not?
It can't be this because it's unique, but it can be something else.
Yeah, but they would have to be like really like. Yeah.
So
it
a
could
big-
be different life form.
But
Yeah,
a big part of it is they've seen other suns.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And shit,
They've
talked
seen
about
these they've seen other
encounters
planets.
with other little shit. You know, I guess alien type shit. But yeah, man. You don't get too deep into that shit because I've already been in my head, goddamn, about this shit.
Listen,
But
that shit live in my head rent free. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, and even before this level of thinking about it as adults, when I was a kid and we used to watch like Unsolved Mysteries,
Yeah.
I used to be like, I bribed my little brother was like, I just don't believe that. I was like, they're gonna get you next. It's always
Your little brother?
Yeah, I was like, it's the people who don't believe.
Oh man.
If you don't believe, you're gonna get anal probe. nigga.
It's so
coming.
crazy. This nigga here crazy.
Nah, I believe. And we used to be like,
But
like,
it
we'd
be
be
so
walking.
many fabricated shit,
That
though.
was the people that did believe the ones they got.
It be so much fabricated shit that it's kind of hard to believe
Well, I mean,
what may have really, you know.
99.9% was probably fabricated, but you gotta.
Nigga, I was just another thing. I know I asked my question, but Lil Duval was he posted about a nigga talking about the Wall of China. Have y'all seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, that was BC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck? It was like 13,000 miles or some shit.
Mm-hmm. And
Bro,
guess
what the
what?
fuck?
No, not 13,000.
And want me to tell you what's even crazy?
Around the Earth is 24,000.
Well, let's see. There ain't no China
It ain't
even that big.
It ain't half the Earth.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy
hold on.
about that though. The windows on the side that they were supposed to be shooting
The arrows.
the arrows through to protect, it was actually flipped the wrong way. So they were saying
Miles. 13,171 miles.
Really?
Yes.
Look how many miles around the Earth. I think it's like 24,000 miles.
That old boy said, damn, I ain't no China with that big. He said,
Yeah.
whoever they were trying to keep out, them niggas were trying to keep out. He was like, you know what?
You can't walk
this
around
ain't
this
enough
shit."
wall. Goddamn it, keep going.
yeah, them niggas
Bro,
was
that's
like,
crazy. Before Christ,
Yeah.
and they were saying that like
it's little
the shit
like,
that they was
shit crazy.
supposed to been protecting it from was some different shit too. It wasn't just like, oh, we don't like them dudes over there.
Yeah.
They was like, yeah, the reason that wall is the way that it is because there was some other evil shit on the other side of that shit.
Might have been your aliens.
24.
Yeah, that's like half the Earth. That don't make sense.
But that don't mean it's in a straight line.
24,901 miles.
It could be like this.
But yeah, it don't mean like
But I'm
just
just-
straight across.
Yeah, you're right.
It's,
but that's just
you
saying,
know, it's
that's saying like
way
you got a half the Earth long mile.
wall.
I mean, yeah, wall. Shit.
Yeah.
That nigga said, nigga, I could drive from LA to New York, goddamn, and it's longer than that.
Hell yeah.
That like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
That's why I ain't know it was that long.
Yeah.
That shit. Just think about little shit like that. It's crazy.
How many generations did it take to build that?
Who knows?
That's
You
not
BC.
something.
But, like,
I guess you ain't got shit else to do. Ain't no TV.
But I know I ain't trying to wake up every
lay
day
a
and
brick.
build a wall, motherfucker.
If that's all you know,
Yeah.
and you find pride in that, I'm defending my
BC is
my
crazy
culture.
to me.
Yeah, that sound like realistic film, right? Ain't got shit else to do, and you find pride in it.
But yeah, like they said, whoever was on the other side of that motherfucker, listen.
Yeah.
They did not want
They
them
hate
niggas.
them.
They did not want them niggas
They
in there.
said, nah, man. Keep them motherfuckers over there.
Listen, and it's shit like that, bro. Like Trump couldn't even finish goddamn.
Texas. They ain't finished Texas. I know a nigga went through the
He
river
ain't
that
take
last
pride in
week.
it. He ain't take pride in it.
Nigga went through the river last week. That's
Just
to
walk. I
America.
said, oh, just walk around.
Bro, yeah. Down here, guys. But yeah, man, it's little shit like that that I, you know, that I would wanna know.
Yeah.
So I got a question, and that'll be
Find your
today's
goal.
topic.
Alright.
Which means more to a relationship? Chemistry or compatibility?
It's not the same.
Nah.
I think chemistry.
Okay. Why is that?
And I think the opposite.
Yeah. Cause compatibility. I mean, it's kind of the same to me, but I think of chemistry is like, it's like no wrong. Like, as far as like, the yin to my yang type shit. You know what I mean? Like, you could be compatible and like the same kind of shit, you know, but and still not enjoy each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, she like football, I like football. She like pizza, I like pizza. She love Jesus, I love Jesus. You know, you could be compatible in a lot of shit, but still have no chemistry. Like, right. So I don't like, but we like two different teams. You know, like two different types of pizza. I feel like the chemistry is what gets you that. Cause this motherfucker could be whatever, and I could be this, but our chemistry just so strong. Like, bro, she know what I'm thinking. You know, before I even say the shit, she know goddamn if I get up, and go fix my plate and come sit back down, she know I left my napkin, right? Babe, I got your napkin. You know what I mean? That the chemistry of that shit is just, I think that's more important. Like, cause chemistry gonna create you to create that love and just the affection and just like it gonna keep down the arguments and shit like that. Cause like the vibe is just like the chemistry is real. You feel me? Like even when I'm upset, you know how to calm me down. Like you got me right. When you upset, I know not to like. You know what I mean? Like I know she mad right now. Da 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 da. So the chemistry, all that shit, I think is very important, and I think you'll last longer with chemistry instead of being compatible. That's just me. But
what you got, brother?
So I feel like some of your definition of chemistry leads into my definition of compatibility. Yeah, and it is tough to separate them. When I first hear chemistry, I think of honestly the initial connective feeling I get.
Okay.
It's like it just feels good to be around you. It's cool the way you do this and that. But to me, compatibility, and it depends on what you're looking at as compatible. Because if you look at, I like football, she likes football, or she likes cooking, I like eating. Like, of course, cool, but like a compatible person is like somebody who's aware or somebody who's supportive, and those are the things that ignite me. Somebody who knows when I'm down and is intentionally looking for ways to get me up, because that's who she is. She's a person that's trying to get you out of a space that's down. To me, that's a compatible attribute. If I'm struggling at work and she's good at whatever thing I'm struggling at, we can sit down and go through it. My yin and her yang.
See, I feel like that's the chemistry.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like
it's
there's
tough.
Yeah. Because compatibility is just, to me, like the things that you are able to do or inside of you either support or are things that I don't have that can help me.
I feel like if you got the chemistry and the compatibility is there, that helps it. And I guess you feel the opposite. If you got the compatibility and the chemistry there, that helps it.
Yeah.
See,
How would you define chemistry?
Look. You asked the question. What is chemistry?
I think chemistry is just that initial intensity that you have with a person, or that initial attraction, like where you both, I don't know nothing about this person, they don't know nothing about me, but it feels good to be around them, right? The compatibility is where we start to dot our I's and cross our T's and realize like this is where we now it's deeper than, I like football and you like football. Yeah. I like pizza and you like pizza. That's when it starts to get like, so you like chicken pizza? Hell yeah. I knew it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you kind of need both.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I was about to say you one leads into the other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Even when you come from this direction, it still leads into the other.
Right. I do feel like you should start with chemistry though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's
because it
why I
has to
was,
be a
'cause that
fight.
shit-
But some people might look at a relationship as so structured where it's like, all right, cool. She went and got her master's degree. I got my master's degree, so we're compatible there. All right, she's outspoken and I'm outspoken. We're compatible there. I don't think it should be that structured at the beginning. It should be the feeling.
I think depending on the person, I think it can come from that direction and how you meet. Like if you meet somebody online and you don't necessarily you haven't had an opportunity to even be in the same space with them.
But even like, I met somebody online, like plenty of fish way back when, but just our initial text chemistry was cool. Now, of course, you need to see a person. So that initial conversation.
But to get to that, I think
catfish.
I think initially
could be.
I think even before that, sometimes you start to look like because people list interest, right?
I ain't read.
So
I saw a picture.
So you really what?
Hey, I read her name.
I think that
didn't even know she had a dick.
Right. I think that was more.
God, I want to throw this fucking cup down.
I think that was.
You gotta get a space that's not nobody's house, so I can just tear some shit up when I fucking feel like it, bro.
Did you know? Did you know that? Answer that question.
Look, there in every woman that you've ever walked up to, you didn't know.
I didn't. But I didn't have the chemistry with them. Same shit.
Got it.
So within that text, chemistry going on.
Have you ever asked a girl, do you got a dick?
Brother, I've never been into a chemistry situation.
I'm just saying, you found chemistry with, how you know?
Because
how did you know?
Because I know. Before we even get that deep.
I knew because I saw her picture and I imagine I did.
Before we get that deep.
You put your hand on it. Sound like Donald Trump.
Listen, man, listen. You got
that man just compared you to Donald J. Trump.
I heard him. I'm gonna let
get
you
off.
ride,
Get off.
I got you. You didn't know, but go ahead. You still don't know today.
Nope. I never got past that. And I'm glad not knowing.
Oh, shit. I know it's
They had a good conversation, though, so.
I got him out of there quick.
In his head.
No, you just gotta respect the possibilities.
No, fuck that. But go ahead. I'm fucking with you.
I think one leads to the other either way. Even if you're a more analytical thinker and it's a more like comparing to make sure that we got something that'll work, and then like because all that compatible can work on paper, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when you get around a person and you're like, this was, I hope you have a great drive home.
But I think that's why I would tend to lean towards starting with chemistry, because even if some things aren't compatible, the chemistry kind of helps you get past them until you can have the conversation to correct them.
And even coming from that direction, I think it can still be like you can have like, because chemistry can start out as a physical, right? Like, oh man, I think you're gorgeous, and she like, man, you're a really handsome guy. And then you like, man, but you boring as a goddamn box of rocks.
But I wouldn't call that chemistry though.
But
I wouldn't say just because you look good we have chemistry.
But I think chemistry can be that, because chemistry can be it's your natural instinct. So naturally you're gonna search for someone that you're attracted to.
So I don't think chemistry is natural attraction. I think chemistry is natural connection.
Yeah, it's like because that initial conversation can kind of give you some, you know.
We should be alright.
Yeah, but it should give you something. You know what I mean? Like just not
good.
She look good, I look good. Shit, it's chemistry.
Yeah.
Goddamn, no. Yeah.
But if you think about like I'm not just saying you look good, I look good. It could be like because of the environment that I'm meeting someone in, it can feel like chemistry. Because if I meet her in a club and we just talking club shit, like I'm leaning in your ear talking loud, chemistry can seem different at that time.
So what I'm saying is like that conversation part, that can be chemistry. But me seeing you across the room and you seeing me, to me is not chemistry. when we sit down and talk, and even if it's club shit or we in a coffee bar, whatever that conversational connection is, that's chemistry to me.
To me, just me, I think once we start to get deeper into the conversation, now we're starting to slide over into compatibility. But I think initially we can hold a conversation. I think the reason I'm holding a conversation with you is more than likely because I was physically attracted to you. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I think initially.
I think that's everybody.
No,
But look,
but
have you ever had chemistry like unknowingly with somebody that you weren't attracted to?
Yeah, and so
to me, that's where it is. It's the communicative connection. But it don't have to be my natural attraction.
But I think our conversation it was more so led by the compatibility.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I even aim at compatibility if I'm not feeling the chemistry or attracted to you.
So I wasn't necessarily aiming, and that was the thing. We started to have a conversation.
You just found out that you were compatible
because we were we were in this like, let's say we had classes together. You know what I'm saying? So the compatibility was there because of that, and that was what brought us together. Otherwise, we probably never would have spoke to each other. You know what I'm saying? So our conversation was usually centered around the common ground, and like it was like, damn, even you talking about this school shit, you funny. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. It was still a compatibility that led to what would be seen as chemistry, but it wasn't like a chemistry in a sense of I would like to know more.
It was just in the moment.
It was because of the compatibility of what the common ground that we had.
I honestly just think that sitting here, I don't think that like your attraction, the way you look, I don't think that's chemistry. I think you're compatible to what I like. I don't think your attraction level or the way you look is part of the chemistry at all.
I don't either. No.
I think it's purely just communicative connection. However we interact and vibe.
Interaction, yeah. To me, also.
Because some people.
Yeah, that's my answer too. Face ass.
Hey man, if I would have did it to you, yeah.
He got to pick one side, though.
Now, what if you had to give one up? Which one would you give up?
I'm giving
How
up
old that one?
compatibility.
Today?
I'm giving up compatibility.
You're giving up compatibility?
Nah, I'm probably giving up chemistry because look, my mind goes to sex. We can be sexually compatible. So as long as we got that, and then we also have things that we can work together in, I'm cool.
I feel like chemistry leads to sex. Incompatibility leads to reading a book.
But that's honestly, my mind first went to like, I'm gonna give up compatibility because that seems like structure. But really, you can be sexually compatible.
You could.
Where you like have a high sex drive, she has a high sex drive.
But you gotta hope for that. If you already have the chemistry,
we on the far ends of the spectrum though.
But chemistry don't necessarily it doesn't lead to good sex though.
It don't mean that she down to fuck.
Okay.
Well, the seizure, dude.
Okay.
Like he's waiting to say this shit. He's trying to put that shit.
Look,
Let me formulate
this side say it. This side say don't say that shit. Don't say that shit.
It's not gonna work.
Listen,
not a good idea.
Okay.
Abort me.
I feel you. I'll take that.
No, I'm just saying.
I'll put that in my piggy bank.
I'm just saying. Because the chemistry of it can say, man, this shit should be good. And then when y'all start, you like, man, you need a little music.
But shit, compatibility can say the same shit, bro. Like, that don't mean it's gonna be good.
But that's what I'm saying.
You can like sex. That don't mean it's gonna be good. I feel like
the more opportunities you have, the better.
I feel like the chemistry of sex kind of leads to good sex. It's the chemistry.
I feel compatibility leads to better sex because if we're into the same thing, we're in the same thing.
We're gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
Whereas with the chemistry, it can be a whole bunch of stuff drawing us together. Like that chemistry of it is drawing us together, and then we get like when you get in the moment, then you like,
yeah.
So you all long-term
relationships. Want me to lay on top?
And you all long-term relationships, does the chemistry continue on, or is it just that igniter?
I think you will want the chemistry to continue on.
What I'm saying,
Has it?
Yeah, has it?
Yeah. I've had long-term relationships where my chemistry with her was still the same from like as it was in the beginning. I feel like we were and I think our chemistry was a playful one, so it kept us like that. Like, excuse me. So I kept that energy. She kept that energy. The chemistry was the same. I feel like over time our compatibility got off.
So I was gonna ask, have you been in a relationship where you possibly could have been two different people in the relationship? So like, of course, everybody talks about 5-year increments, because when you first meet me, I'm this person, but then 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the line,
Right.
I've evolved into another person. Does that person still have the same compatibility, and does it still ignite the same chemistry?
It's gonna take the chemistry for that, and I know, and I just trust me.
Why, sir? It's one of them things.
Yeah,
I got you. I think that's something that people don't necessarily go into relationships thinking about. It's like, I like you, but then I won't be with you in 5 years. I'm going to be with somebody that looks like you, but he's a whole different person.
Which one do you think takes more work? Like over the years, which one do you think? Chemistry.
Chemistry takes more work over the years.
What about you? How do you feel about it?
I think compatibility takes more work because of exactly what he just said.
The growth.
I think if you do a decent job of making a decision early on, the compatibility, like, it may look different, but the core of who a person is typically is who the core of a person is. So I would think that, like, we're still gonna, you like to travel? Still gonna like to travel. I might want to go domestic and now you want to go across the world and shit, but we're still gonna have some type of common interest. But the feeling of excitement and connectivity that I have with you, I feel like that could be a struggle or a challenge.
I think it's compatibility because within a relationship, like you said, within the 3 to 5, I may be a whole different person. You have to find that compatibility again, like with each other, right? Because y'all both grown. Like, you have to kind of come back to that. The chemistry is what's kind of keeping y'all to growing, to come back,
It's
to
like the
find
glue.
each other's compatibility.
It's like the glue.
Yeah, so that's why I think that's kind of harder, because you're not the same person you was when you met, you know what I mean? So you gotta find that. But in order to find that, you gotta keep that chemistry alive to get there. That's what I feel.
I think
It's so tightly intertwined.
I was about to say, I think it's a tomato thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
We
we
both
come
said
back
the same shit, but
just
different words.
from a different direction. I think I was about to say, if we come back next year and ask you the same question, I think you could change your answer and you could do the same. I think it really just depends on the phase of life that we're in with the person, because you may still walk around and grab each other's asses and all that, and that's the chemistry, right? And then your compatibility, because of the growth, is off, right? Because one person may be like, man, this is the time we need to start saving money and start getting this stuff together, and the other person like, let's travel the fucking world.
We only live once.
Right. And then 2 years later, y'all have a kid. And now she like, we need to be saving for this baby to go to college. And you like, I'm about to go buy these motherfucking Jordan cleats because I need my time. Right?
Yeah.
So now your compatibility is off, but y'all still playing grab ass. You know what I'm saying? So I think just depending on the phase of life that we're in, these answers are subject to change. And the change can be drastic, like from that, like let's say compatibility is 1 to 5. And then from 5.1 to 10,
That was good.
It's, you know what I'm saying, it's chemistry. Depending on the day, you slip and slide. Depending on the year, it can get further and further away from that center. You know what I'm saying? Versus how you are now.
That's it.
I think that shit can definitely change. I think one needs the other just as much. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will say chemistry can lead to whack sex. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know enough about, like, let's say one person don't like something and the other one, but compatibility, like, it can literally, you can have all this compatibility, but how you even know it? Because you don't even want to have that person with you because the fire ain't lit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so nigga, when you gonna, when you ain't got no lighter fluid with you?
Yeah, because I met a lot of people I felt like I was compatible with, but it wasn't no
chemistry there. Yeah. So I think, and I'm gonna tell you what's funny about that.
People I had chemistry with it, I was like, not making that.
It's people who I didn't have. I've had chemistry with and didn't have compatibility with, and then I see them later on. They get married. I be like, man, that must have been boring ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? but hey, as long as they happy at the end of the day, man.
For real.
But I think it's one of them conversations. Like a lot of the ones that we have, if we revisit it, the answers might change.
It might change. And it's not a knock on nobody.
Yeah, and it's no set answer. It's not like, oh, it's always gonna be compatibility, because shit, some people meet their person and they married in 60 days, and then there's other people who were compatible. You got to
be old to do that,
and they need to live. Huh?
You got to be old to do that.
Nah, it's people that's young that got
that's
married.
Stupid.
Why?
Because you're young. You don't know. You don't know who the fuck you are.
Hey, fella, I gotta get out of here.
All right,
but it could have been 35. But all right. As always, this was another amazing conversation, another topic that I think we could have gone on and on and on about.
Especially about the aliens.
Yeah, the aliens took us over.
Going down that road.
But he said he done. I got some more. But as always, man, go by www.droppingdymes.com. Dymes with a Y. Go check it out. Buy some. Period. Today. Buy some. Period. You heard me?
You're not gonna regret it. It's good quality stuff.
Yeah, it's good quality stuff
with a purpose.
Brandon got on the Stitch shirt today. We went classic on y'all last weekend.
We've been long enough to have a classic shirt.
Yeah, we got these classics on. We got the classic, the vintage Jones on today. But go on there, man. It's got to be someone that you like. I promise you. Yeah. We're gonna come up with some new stuff too. That's what I was thinking about that these last couple weeks. We're gonna come up with some stuff that ain't necessarily got
a big
D's all over it. Yeah, we ain't got D's all over it. We're gonna come up with some more stuff that's just cool and shit that we say a lot. But anyways, we always appreciate you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Go subscribe, share, comment, tell your friends, come see your friends. We can all be friends.
All be friends.
And if all hearts and minds are clear. We love you. See you next time.
This how I'm feeling inside. Every line